So I'm back with a second video today because some stuff turned up as I had hoped, which means a change of shirt to represent Hellripper, because Hellripper are fucking awesome. I was just listening to this EP again. I just changed out the Black Witchery shirt from the Legions of Darkness magazine video I did earlier. So here is 10 more metal bands you haven't heard but should, with the next part coming very soon. First up, Power from Hell, continuing my recent addiction to black speed metal on Hell's Headbangers Records. Power from Hell's Devil's Horse Hat. A lot of fucking apostrophe S's in this shit, but goddamn this album rips. It's filled with speedy riffs, harsh blackened vocals, a goat grabbing a sexy nun. You know, what the hell more do you want from a black speed album? Absolutely killer. If you like it thrashy, frantic, check the hell out of Power from Hell. Next up, on a roll here, unusually positive mood. From Italy, we have Sangue, I believe you say it, with their debut full-length Coles on Nuclear War Now Records. This is the Black LP version. I got this along with the next record recently from Meisako and Ojo here in the UK. This is some killer Black and Death stuff. It's not quite on the kind of barbaric level of war metal per se. However, it is violent and in your face and just heavy as shit in under half an hour. Definitely check out Sangue. I'm just going to show that cover out of the sleeve real quick actually, because it's too awesome for you guys to not see in detail. As you can see, it's a sort of hooded figure with guts and stuff. You know, us metalheads love it like that. Next up, on the complete opposite end, is Ringare, I believe you would say this. It's an American atmospheric black metal band on Iron Bonehead Records, or Productions rather. This is Under Pale Moon. It's 5 tracks and, 4 tracks, with the 4th track taking up the entire B-side of the LP. It's a really nice mixture of ambient atmospheric black metal with some nice kind of dungeon synth vibes, not unlike God's Guster in parts, with some almost more I want to say tranquil parts like Eldamar even showing up, which is, it's actually just mind-blowingly good. I did a recap review, which I sometimes do for I do belatedly, if that's a word, for releases that I think was too good that I didn't review at the time, to leave my thoughts unspoken. Ringare do an excellent job of creating a really nice atmosphere. It's about 40 minutes, 4 tracks, stunning record. Check out Ringare on Iron Bonehead Productions with Under Pale Moon. Next up, talking of sort of more experimental or strange stuff, we have the progressive death metal band Nucleus with their brand new full-length Entity on Unspeakable Acts Records and Dark Descent, which shit, the CD thing's loose. I hate when that happens. Nice kind of sci-fi themed, sort of like imperialist. The artwork obviously quite like a Vector, who I'm not going to talk about for a little while now because of an although in all fairness, if Metal Sucks have told the truth, then, you know, fuck what that guy did. Like the music, but, you know, I'm not going to talk too much about it. But yeah, deplorable actions. If they remain true, we shall see. I'd never like to say things definitively in case they come back and bite me, but anyway, on a non-negative note, Nucleus play a gorgeous blend of progressive death metal with some like really cavernous atmospheric riffing, more like most stuff on Dark Descent Records that we all know and love, but with some weird proggy touches, not quite in the kind of dissonant vein of Portal, nor in the sort of obnoxious kind of artsy way. It's thinking man's fucking sci-fi death metal, so just check it out, it's awesome. Next up, from Meisako and Ojo and also Dark Descent once again, we have Dead Voids, the Looming Spectre demo from 2018, complete with handwritten tape lineup things, J-card notes. This is awesome. Jesus sent me this one to check out and review, much like the previous ones from Torso, and there was another one more recently, which I cannot remember, but holy shit is this evil sounding Death Doom. You know, it's got these huge walls of doomy guitars and drums with this sort of slow pounds that are really nicely drawn out. That sounds really dirty, but that's just because I'm an immature 21-year-old prick. Dead Void are horrifically brutal in the most sort of dragging, harsh, and actually quite terrifying manner. So check out Dead Void on Meisako and Ojo and Dark Descent. Next up, this is by no means a new release from, I believe, 96 or 94, thereabouts. I found this in my local record shop, Beatniks Records here in Norwich, UK. But we have Pagan Rites, Flames of the Third Antichrist, and Sodomy in Heaven, 7-inch. Again, black vinyl with the jukebox cut in the middle, which is really annoying me because I can't play the single till I get home. As you can see, this is not my house. I'm looking after my folks' house while they're on holiday, which is much bigger than my house. That means I can play records much louder. Except this one, because I don't have an adapter on my turntable for the jukebox cut. But oh well. Pagan Rites, anyway, are a Swedish black metal band with some like really brutal, you know, demo-esque kind of just horrible riffing. It's raw, it's nasty, it's got a goat and it's black and white, you know. And the drummer's stage name is Sexual Goat Liquor. Who the hell doesn't want to listen to that band? Believe it or not, it's not really war metal. It has got some deathy vibes thrown in, but it's in the genre, not the band. Where's the side? There we go. But it's more just old school Scandinavian black metal, more on the Swedish side of like the more battery you receive from bands like Marduk and Dark Funeral. But yeah, check out Pagan Rites if you can. I'm not sure what the digital status is, as like I say, I just got that as a lucky score that was dwelling in the back rooms of a local record store here. Next is one that one of my best friends recommended me, who is not the likeliest person you'd think of to recommend underground heavy metal stuff, as he's more into, you know, Magnum and Scorpions and Queensryche and those kind of bands. But he came to me and was like, have you heard of Serenade of Slitting Throats? So I was like, no. I looked it up, and that's actually the album name. The band is called Sicarius. They're an American black metal band on M Theory. It's a really weird release. I'm trying to get that artwork clearly in here. As it has some almost like breakdown, like hardcore kind of touches with the kind of dun 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 kind of pounding bits. I'm literally turning more and more into Fenris by the day, and I embrace that. Anywho, Sicarius, they're really sort of just unrelentingly forceful, and sometimes that's just what you need. Perfect record to stick on when you wake up or whatever, but yeah, like I say, the use of sort of almost breakdown-esque elements was what surprised me, but it doesn't feel like just shitty mallcore music. It feels, and nor does it feel like a particularly typical black metal release. It's just barbaric, fast, and pretty damn impactful. So yeah, check that out. Next up, here's a band I'm hoping my war metal followers on here will know. If not, then come on guys. Is Holocausto. This is their War Metal Massacre EP on Nuclear War Now. I've also got one of their albums, can't remember which, on the way. Campo de Exterminio, the one that means extermination camp anyway. And I've also recently reviewed their new album, which was totally killer. But yeah, Holocausto's War Metal Massacre, as this one arrived first, I'm showing this. It's just a killer, short 20 minutes, with half the EP from 85 and 86 and half from 2015/16. Damn evil sounding war metal, Black Death stuff that just hits hard with primitive riffing, unrelenting drums and gnarly vocals. Holocausto are just gonna, you know, fuck things up in the vein of Bestial Warlust and Goat Penis and those kinds of bands. I believe they're from Brazil or one of the South American countries. I don't know, those countries are all so damn cool when it comes to heavy metal. So yeah, check out Holocausto. Next up, it's a funny one to be doing. The new Sickly Gangland tape is signed to Clubber Records, but here is the split release on lovely green shell tapes. Can't wait to see how they do mine. But as you can see, we have Absinthropy with an anagram, which is ANTSFSSATBF. And on the other side, we have Salix or Salix Babylonica from Ecuador. Absinthropy are British, by the way. And an Ecuadorian, I believe that's Ecuadorian? They're from Ecuador. Salix Babylonica. It's a split. as I said, of two great and very underground black metal bands. I reviewed this for the Legions of Darkness scene, as we saw the scene on my channel earlier today. It's a really killer split. It's 2 tracks of Salix, Babylonica, and 3 of Absinthropy. I just had to verify that on Clobber Records. This hasn't actually sold out, and I'm not entirely sure how that's occurred, because it's such a killer split. I admittedly took longer than I intended with buying my copy. But yeah, there's only 20 of these, and the 20 they did of my EP sold out in 3 days, so why the hell this hasn't? Yeah, I have no idea. So go support Clobber Records, Absinthropy, Salix, Babylonica, and one big sweep. Buy this tape. It's only about 6 or 7 UK pounds, which is less than $10 or euros, so just buy it if you like black metal, because it's good and it's black metal. Last on the list was a band that was sort of a last minute inclusion, because as I said, I have a lot for the next video, so I was like, shall I just wait for one of those things to arrive to put in this video, or is this band too big for this video? And, you know, which band should I have in which video? So I like to have a mixture of black, death, war, doom. Admittedly, there's not been as much doom and thrash, it's been more black and speed and death. But that's just a case of what I'm listening to, what I'm buying, and what's actually being released. You know, I had quite a big patch where I did mainly doomy stuff. Had a patch where I did mainly just like atmospheric black metal, or obviously general black metal and death metal pretty much in every episode, but stuff like doom and speed, it just depends what's coming out. But this is a black and speed band from Japan. I can already feel people going, oh, I know who this is, why are they in a band that I haven't heard of? Everyone knows this band. And I'm thinking, yeah, you underground folks who watch these videos, you guys know this stuff, a lot of you anyway, because you're like me and you just, you know, you follow these underground bands. And I'm sort of pushed to call them an underground band, because in my opinion they're a very significant band. But on Nuclear War Now, Japan's Black Speed Mobsters, Abigail. Now, there shouldn't be much I have to say about this band for many of you, but for those who don't know Abigail, this isn't me saying, oh, how the hell do you not know them? That's why they're here, because I think you should check them out. If you like stuff like Midnight, you know, that black and speed sleaze, you know, like Holocausto and some of the war metal bands that are slightly thrashy, definitely Black Witchery in points, and stuff like Nocturnal Graves, you know, all that good, really fast, thrashy, frantic stuff. Abigail are a killer band from Japan who does a great job. Like, if you don't know the band at all, off this album they have Satanic Metal Fucking Hell, which I think is one of the best heavy metal anthems to burn and blow shit up to. This is Ultimate Unholy Death. They've got so many splits, EPs, demos out, a handful of albums. I like this one. I like all of them. It's Abigail. They're consistent. They have their sound and they follow it. So, you know, don't buy 2 different records and think, holy shit, you know, one's going to be completely different. They're Abigail. They stay strong. They do what they want. And they do it well. So check out Abigail on Nuclear War Now, or at least in this case, I believe a lot of their stuff's with Nuclear War Now. Check out Hellripper. Check out Legions of Darkness magazine. Check out all the other stuff in here. You know, there's a playlist for all my vlogs and another one for just this series. So, never before has it been easier to find, well, not 10 if you watch more than one video, a shitload of metal bands you haven't heard but should. Like I say, I've got 6 things en route to me for the next one, so inevitably I'll find another 4, but just to give you a rough idea of what's going on, as usual, follow my Instagram if you wish to see my collection updates. I'm nearing about 1,500 items between CD tape and vinyl, which for my meager years and financial means is pretty damn cool, I think. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you find at least one band, even if some of them aren't for you, that you enjoy here. I hope you decide to support the band and label, be it with a donation to their Bandcamp for a download, or buying the LP or CD or tape or a cool t-shirt. You know, keep it real, check out as much stuff as you can, like I do. If you want more regular reviews, like an actually in-depth reviews, check out my WordPress, natskog.wordpress.com. I've said check out a lot of times. There's some cool things coming up as well. I'm talking with some people, so maybe there's going to be some guests. I don't know when. I'm not going to say who, but definitely noteworthy people in the scene. With all that said, thank you for watching me do this video, also from my folks' house in the kitchen, which is a much less cool backdrop than my usual, having like my feral poster above my shoulder. But yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Jürgen. I nearly forgot my name then. I've been Jürgen. You've been, not me. Jesus Christ, man. My brain's fried from the last video. Thank you for watching anyway. Stay metal.